We got a gun up for the day. That one, maybe that one. You know, wildcats, tweakers. A little crispy this morning. Yep. You want a piece of me, rooster? You want a piece of me? You want to make it happen? You want to do the chicken dance right now? Right here? That's what I thought. Scared of me. So the first order of business today is to get the wheel off of the front end loader. Got a flat tire, and so this is the time of year that we try and pull everything together so that we can get ready for hauling gravel and stuff like that. Got a lot of projects going on, and seems like I never get around to everything all at once. It's my road grader project. Last year we got her unfroze. We had to take all the pistons out. I got a video on it. It's not a very exciting video. Let's get that baby back in here. Can't wait for this road grader so we have some nice roads again. And of course, we gotta get the old dump truck. This baby never seems to have any problems. She just keeps running and running and running. And but we'll have to do the usual maintenance. This road maintenance is a constant thing. The other day, you know, we'd like to swap out this tire. This came off the school bus with one of these. Was one of these here. We managed to get the split ring off of this tire. Or no, which one did we get the split ring off of? This tire here. Oh man. So that actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It was not too shabby. So we got the tire tools for that. The loader has a split ring on it as well. That's what we're going to be doing today. My neighbor Jeremy brought down these tire tools, and they seem to be sufficient for getting these babies off. They don't seem like they're too hard. You just got to make sure there's no air in the tire, like zero air. This is the good tire I'd like to put on the truck. And of course, we're almost ready for the little skiddy. This thing just has a little fuel issue. I think I fixed it. And then there was also some other things. Kind of repaired some linkage and stuff in the steering. Oh, there's my keys. Okay, well, they're still sitting there. That's good. I'm gonna get a battery for this. I'm gonna get this going. It's gonna be something else we're gonna be loading gravel with. And of course, we've got all kinds of other projects. My wife's, you know, when she says we, she really means me. Here's the tiny house. Last year we towed it over here and we kind of stuck it up on blocks, leveled it out. This exterior plywood was pretty well weathered, so we sanded it, and we put a nice paint on it, and that seems to be holding up quite well. But we stuck this front door in here to keep the cats out. We got this little shower. We got this little tiny stove. Last year we picked up this. It's a bathroom vanity, but I think it's going to work for a kitchen. I'm going to take this tile off the top. It's built like a, you know, a brick crapper. And we managed to get some insulation from a job that I ordered too much on. So lots of cool stuff here. So that's another project. And of course we've got the little wiener truck here. It's needing some repairs on the snow plow. I don't know what the hell we got going on here. Anyway, we got one of the rams are leaking, and it needs to be cleaned up a little bit on the actual deal there. But yeah, there's a little bit of damage to the plow, so that's something else we're going to be looking at getting done here. So we can't you can't live off grid without a little wiener truck. So I don't know if you guys have this problem, but I have this issue where I'm just like constantly trying to like think of the best way to do something, and I never get around to actually finishing anything because it's not like the best way to do it. But we did wind up just putting plastic here. This eventually is going to be all windows all the way down the greenhouse here. This is my subterranean greenhouse. I don't know if you can see in there or not. Chickens were in here last winter. We're getting ready to plant some stuff in there. You know, it's still just barely April now, so you know, we have about till the 3rd week of May before anything's going to happen here. We got the plastic. Ah, shut up! We got the roof on. We got all this going on. So, but we managed to get it kind of buttoned up a little bit there. And of course, we have this little gun project that we're working on. The receiver has to be done just right. Some of you following that's going on. Primerless shotgun, check it out, pretty cool project. And of course we got the airplane, which I started. Hopefully we'll get around to finishing that one of these days. So this is kind of like more like a wintertime project. This last winter I was going stir crazy and I had to start something, and yes.
Oh my God. What were you saying?
I'm still saying it.
That's you recording yourself.
My wife seems to find humor in the fact that I'm just down here apparently just talking to myself. She just gets the biggest kick out of that. But that's my airplane. That's my other unfinished project. Yeah, so something my wife's been complaining about is the well pump. Not this one, of course, but it's one just like it. And the well is starting to make some funny noises and not pump quite right. So we got to look at that probably next week as well. This is never ending. And who knows what the propane prices are going to be like. This, I thought I stuck it in a safe place. I stuck it over here, and which never leaks water ever until this year. And of course it filled that stupid bucket up full of water, and this was completely submerged for an undetermined amount of time. So we're going to see whether or not the old Ryobi still has it. But I've been drying this puppy out, so we can pop a battery in it. This would sure make my life easier if I could have an impact wrench to be able to remove the lug nuts off the tire. You're watching this real time. I complained there for a second, but it might just work. Just warming this baby up, making sure all the moisture's gone. Yes, sir. What you doing, little shorty? Mommy take you on a walk, leave you behind? My goodness. My goodness, shorty. My goodness. I heard some racket out here. My goodness. Gonna need the wrenches. I guess it's potatoes for lunch.
Potatoes for dinner. Potatoes for lunch.
I have a lot of potatoes, Lisa.
Actually, we don't have hardly any.
Are we almost out?
Yes.
I'm gonna try a 9/16. I could use the old Kentucky nut rounder. Well, 15's too big. Well, 14 is too big. Originally, I thought maybe 9/16. It's too big. I can't believe this thing's 1/2 inch. Half inch. I think it's actually probably 13 millimeters what it is. Dadgummit. Okay. It's got like pipe dope all over it. Yeah, what do you know? I never seem to get the rag. Wow, look at that. Not even a drop on me. The hard part for me has always been the oil filter. Ooh, look at that. That's not so hard. Let's see if we can get a... This is going to be a rag time here, let me tell you. Oh, yeah. I'm a master at making a hard job out of an easy job. There we go. Wix filters, the only way to go. There we go. Supposed to get that on there. Okay. And then we're just gonna pour a little bit of that in there. Yeah. Make it go fast. Oh, there we go. One of these days we'll have a nice shop with a concrete floor. This is another one of my many thousands of projects. Let's see how much I can spill all over the place. Yeah. You always got to spill a little bit. Just potatoes and eggs. And homemade salsa. So this is homemade chipotle salsa. Is it chipotle or chipotle, Lisa?
I have no idea. Why are you filming yourself?
I don't know.
What a nut.
Bony appetite. That was last year's potatoes and this morning's eggs. It's a pretty good combination. Here's our tomato plants that I froze twice this year so far. All these were sprouted and I stuck them outside and forgot them and they froze. Except for these. For whatever reason, these didn't freeze. Got some new ones coming up. So they're going to be a little bit late. We'll see. What are these, Lisa? Broccoli and cabbage?
Yeah.
Bought a couple of these gimmicky little things here. It's supposed to be like a easy out for a grease cert. So you got your wrench here, which seems to work pretty good. You got a different size one here. You got like this little thread chaser, and then like this easy out, I guess, which this part didn't work worth the crap. Incidentally, one of two snowmobiles that my neighbor gave me. He's got the carburetors up there, he said. Either this motor or the one up there is going to go into the airplane. Well, that's the idea anyways. So is that a crazy thing to do? Put a snowmobile engine in an airplane? So the guys finally got back with me. I guess they're on their way. I'm supposed to be up there helping Leeview with the well drilling rig, which we're gonna do in a minute. Probably try and head up there in the next hour or two. But just sitting here in this greenhouse sure feels good. There's just a ton of warmth coming in. It's still a little chilly outside. All right, so we're on our way to the gravel pit now. One of them anyways. And I'm gonna see if we can't get this. I guess the plan is we're gonna try and pump the tire up even though it leaks. All right. Gonna need to, this is the problem right here. Is got this big nasty gouge in here. And we got some tires on the other side of the mountain. But a friend of mine sold that place and I don't know if they're still there. So I'll have to talk to the new owners. See if we can't get it. John's tires were just a little bit too big for this thing. But yeah, and the split ring of course is on the inside. So if we decide to take this tire off, which I think we're gonna have to, well, we'll see. Finally got the Hoot brothers out of bed.
Yeah, I figured I had a little time this morning to run in and get some supplies. You're there.
You're there. Oh, show us what you're doing here, Rafe.
Are you making a video for your YouTube channel right now?
Yeah, I am. May as well get paid for being stupid out here.
Come on. Quick connector, my butt.
Leave that in there so I'm just going to go over here through. When I do, it'll be sitting there waiting for me. Oh geez, there's some big ass cracks down there.
A dirty one, I think. Yeah, let's see if this little rod we can do it.
Dang.
This thing was submerged in water when I found it like a week ago. It wasn't outside though.
So like your other tools that you That's impressive. My battery would have already died once. Damn that. I'm gonna do all. Oh.
I make him
Jack
off right
up more
here.
than that.
Where you want to roll up the hill?
You want to roll it?
Yeah. Just roll it right up in there.
I'll roll it up on the hill.
Drag it.
I work on it.
Felt my back snap right there.
You gonna try to roll it up the hill into the back of the truck?
I don't know.
That's the plan?
Like that maybe?
Maybe if we got enough inertia and just pushed up and then kind of threw it,
Yeah.
kind of work.
I don't want to squash you though, Jason.
I'll take the bottom. It's fine.
Rafe especially can't handle it.
Oh no, shit, that's easy. And flop her in.
Oh! Oh yeah! Good, how are you guys?
You got your hunter cap on.
Yeah, I'm invisible. Hi Lucas, how's it going?
Good.
Ouch.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it takes a second for the old hip to work. So show me what you got here.
I just got the first panel up.
You got the first panel.
Yeah.
Looks like you're gonna get what, 4?
6.
Hopefully 6, yeah.
6. I measured exactly 6.
It's exactly 6, okay.
Yeah. And what I'm doing, I discovered this flange is very strong. So I'm doing holes through
Oh, brilliant.
it and just from a side. And in the middle, I'm gonna keep space. Gonna keep space so I have room to do that.
Okay, so you got room for both panels.
Yeah.
Oh, that worked out perfect.
Yeah.
That ain't going nowhere.
No. So I have about 150 pounds per screw. I didn't put a screw here.
And then you figured this thing to have
So
how much force?
This thing should be either direction 300 pounds.
Oh wow.
So 150 times 3, 450, 450, 900 pounds I have in screws.
That's more than you figured. 300
300.
per panel.
So
So it gives you a safety factor of 3.
it's safety factor of 3. You know, safety factors. Yeah. That's
That's
a good one here before I forget.
That's an official.
I was gonna do even this one, but I just leave this as a brace. But I'm not screwing into it because there's no. Should I screw into it? I'll screw into it.
So when the sun's higher,
Yeah.
are you going to be able to tilt this thing?
No.
No.
I think this should be enough because I was concerned more for winter.
Yeah.
I think in the summer I'll get enough light even if the sun is higher, huh?
Yeah, and well, you have more than 6 of these, right? Too?
Oh, I have more. Yeah, but I only have 6. I'm gonna only put 6 here.
Just for the shed. Then you're going to put more for the house.
I'm gonna buy more I'm gonna put 12. This is a question for you. Can I put my panels there and build a shed there and have all the way to the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ideally you want it closer.
But that's the best.
Now John's controller, he claims that you can.
Talking to John.
Yeah. The next thing you know, you're there for a couple hours.
And then you forget what you came for.
Yeah, exactly. So the starter won't work. John seems to think it might be like a bad spot in it or something.
Positive. That's positive. I guess I can.
Will it kind of fit? Would we have jumper cables before?
No, I'll turn it around and I'll switch everything around.
Wrap it 2 more times. All right, should I try it?
Go ahead.
Hey, is it?
I'll wait. No.
Darn. That YouTube video right there, John. Whatever you do, don't watch that one.
You're filming?
All right. So what size do you need? Leave you?
Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that translates over. Try a 13.
So 13, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, 13.
Okay.
But I can't use this one. I need a long tube like that. I need, yeah.
Okay, so you need a socket.
Yeah.
So we've got 1/2 inch, actually 1/2 inch there. Try that. I'll see if I can find the 13 socket. That's a 9/16. That's the next size up.
It needs to be bigger.
That's a 9/16. Try that. Good?
Yeah, that fits.
That fits. Oh, should I disconnect the battery?
Oh, yes.
The pesky little culprit here, we think it just has a dead spot in there, like it just by chance just gets on a certain, you know, rotation and then it won't work. Seems like all we have to do is take it out and give it a little spin and put it back in, but we're going to try it with the jumper cables here and see what happens.
Torch. Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen his new
beautiful. His one was a monster, remember?
Yeah.
The one he has is that little.
I wonder what the duty cycle is. I know he paid a lot of money for it.
2,500.
Yikes.
So,
All right.
gonna hold on this one.
Sure.
So negative. Okay.
All right, go for it. Oh. All of a sudden. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put it back.
We know it works now. Okay. Got it back in there. We just need to bolt it up and good to go. So I just gave them to my son. All right, so we're gonna give this another shot. Okay, I think we got those.
See, this is, I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, I don't think you got a good connection. Smack on those little.
Yes.
Yeah, those are pretty darn loose. So, we just need to see if it's gonna pull it out of the hole now.
This one pulls it back up.
You got some. Here, drop it, and then I want to feel how this feels. Okay, see if you can pull it up. Now it's solid, isn't it? Oh, it did go down. Can you engage that walking beam maybe? See if we can. We got it. It was the dreaded suction.
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 So what should I do now?
Well, you got to keep drilling it.
So how do I drill? Just, I mean,
I guess I got to go back down the hole and mix it up.
should I put some of this gravel?
No.
No?
No, I would just, it just needs to be mixed really good in there.
So I need to bring water. There is water.
There's water in there now.
There's water, so I don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to. But I guess let's try and drop the bit. Okay, so we did one last modification. The battery on my other camera died, but this will help us to be able to pick up those big giant pieces of pipe, won't it, leave you?
Yes.
Because these things weigh 300 pounds a piece. And that baler winch is either all the way on or all the way off, so that's not an option for these.